thought for theories for tomorrow. No, wait, actually, like next week. Any Ultra Kill player has likely begun feeling something only describable when you are 10, home alone. Mom is taking a few minutes longer at the shops than she said, so you think something happened. And like any 10-year-old whose mom is taking them so longer shopping, you like to daydream. The difference is that we are daydreaming what will be added to the game, and they how their mom perished due to a zombie outbreak. And that's what I'm doing today. Now they got a call from their mom, and that means for tomorrow, and so in a not at all rushed attempt to ensure that I make this before the update comes out, let's do the map pattern. Spoilers ahead. First, we must look at what we know. I'm not going to bore you with the details, because if you're looking at fraud theories, you probably have seen the teasers and are sniffing every crevice of official information, so here are the main points I must base my theories upon. First, fraud. It's the name of the layer, so expect trickery. Second, the layout of the map can change in unexpected ways. Third, the Providence is a flying, slightly deadlier schism, and a weird heart plant thing that revives enemies by turning them into puppets. Fourth, it is the last layer that can add regular enemies, at least from the pattern of other Ultra Kill layers. Fifth, it will likely have 2 unique bosses. Sixth, Ultra Kill has a pattern of final layer bosses in an act, that being 1 demon/husk, 1 machine, 1 angel. And machine is already crossed off the list because of Benjamin. Of course this could change, you know, Hipito. Seventh, a similar pattern of final layer bosses appear, where 1 little guy beats the fuck out of a big guy, and then there's 2 more equal fights. With that stated, let's begin. A small theory that is the biggest coin flip of them all, a true 50-50 of what is true, is if the Providence is a demon or an angel. As we are low on angel entities and the demons do not look so ethereal along with it being a support enemy type, it could be angelic. But at the same time it is making an appearance in fraud. Ultra Kill had a thing about entities not having eyes, including angels, on top of it being literally a 2D sprite, which feels fraudulent for a 3D game. Personally think the Providence is an angel, more so out of hope for more logs in the terminal being yellow, but as I said, it's a coin toss. On the more speculative side, if it is a demon, it could be that once killed they transform into a demon. Reason being they look piss easy to fight. Fraud and violence seem to be opposites in that all violence enemies are very confrontational, meanwhile Fraud's roster are all supporting types. There is likely going to be 1 to 3 more enemies added that were not shown, as spoiling a lot of an update with a teaser would not only be a poor marketing decision, but also due to this being the last chance to add basic enemies. Namely due to adding stuff in the last regular level will just suck. If Fraud does not have an elevator breakout section where you enter an elevator and are shown the other half of the level, or you enter the elevator and get into a fight, I would honestly be shocked, as it would genuinely be a surprise to go in an elevator and it to not take you to the usual transition screen or something happens during it. We might not get Prime Soul hints like Munos and Sisyphus, in order to keep suspense, as we know what seeing a big corpse means, so the Prime Soul hint will probably be in Treachery. It's a very vibes-based theory, but I think the final boss of the layer is probably going to be either Gabriel, so you can fight Hell itself as a final boss, and this seems a very popular theory. But Gabriel feels like he belongs way more in Treachery than Fraud, as not only does it fit his character better, he literally killed the Council of Heaven. It also feels iffy killing him before the final layer begins, especially since he is carrying the narrative. I personally think it will be a fake out fight against Gabriel, a mimic of Fraud. If you've played Hollow Knight, it will kind of be like Wing to Knock. What I imagine is the fight starting out like the first Gabriel fight but weaker, but it suddenly turns into an abomination. That's all, thanks for watching and goodbye.